Hey guys, that's a Snake here, and I want to talk about a game series that I thought I'll never see the light of day of for a long time. I will talk about my excitement, my concerns in this video about about a certain games franchise. But before I get to this, before I get to that, I got Yakuza Kiwami 2 in the background, the demo of Yakuza Kiwami 2. Uh, And the reason why I got this in the background is the fact that people like to do comparisons with this game and also when it comes to Yakuza and the game I'm about to talk about. I mean, you do see similarities, but with Yakuza, it's his own established franchise. It's his own thing. Is as I say, you do see similarities, but it's not exact. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think I respect. There's another thing I do respect Yakuza as it is, and I'm a big fan of Yakuza. Thanks to a friend that got me into it. Thanks to a friend that actually told me about this, and when it came free for when Yakuza 4 came free for PlayStation Plus, I instantly became a fan. I instantly became a fan of the series. And I do respect the series and I love the series for it. But anyway, now let's get onto the topic that I'm about to talk about. Uh, Shenmue 3. Now, when it comes to Shenmue, how I discovered Shenmue was okay. I had an Xbox, and my dad bought Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. I didn't know nothing about this game. Now, I'll say years later, like a year or I think like a year or a few months later, I went to my basement. No, I went to my attic and found a copy of Shenmue 1 for Dreamcast, and I got excited. I went downstairs to play it. Sadly, the first disc was pretty scratched up, so every time I went to talk to Tom, it'll mess up, or I don't know, there's something about them top that the second disc was missing, so I couldn't even complete the game, even if I did magically get the game to work. So that was a bummer, but let's get back onto how Shenmue 2. Now when it came to Shenmue 2, I didn't know nothing about the Shenmue series. I didn't know. I was just I was intrigued. And then top that my dad's one of those guys that would not get a game, would not get a sequel to a game without knowing at least something about the first game. Which luckily, the Shenmue 2 came with a movie of Shenmue 1. So that way I could gradually get caught up with the story. Uh, but I'm not gonna lie, when I first popped in, Shenmue 2, within those few minutes, I just knew there's something special about this game. There's something very different about this game. And let me remind you, I'm a very big Metal Gear fan. I'm still a big Metal Gear fan to this day. But this is when I was very heavily playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. I was, binge playing those games. I was, just basically those my games I would just play religiously every day, and I put those games down for Shenmue 2. You know what I'm saying? I put them down for quite some time. It kind of shows you, it kind of show you how to me how special the Shenmue was to me, still is. It had a special effect that put on my most treasured and favorite game series down to play this game. That's how you know that a game is going to be your next favorite game series when you got to put your top favorites down. Now when it came to GTA, I like those games. I really love those games, but as I said, I was more of a Mega fan first. So, but anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, but when it came to Shenmue, man, like something just captivated me as I played, and when I first played it, and when I when I finally when I got to finish it, it was such an amazing experience, and yet it left me with I do say probably the biggest cliffhanger, or one of the biggest cliffhangers in video game history that I've ever encountered. Sadly, because in fact there wasn't a Shenmue 3. There was signs that Yuzuki wanted to make the game, but I don't know. I At the time I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was going to release like what, like two. I thought it was going to come out soon, but never did. I was just like, when it came to the Shenmue fans, that I'm like, okay, well, we was in limbo about when the game would come out. Eventually, I gave up hope on Shenmue 3 until 2015. 2015, that stage when they announced, Last Guardian finally gonna get released. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn, our first look at it, and it was amazing. Final Fantasy VII remake was fucking happening, and the biggest kicker for me was Shenmue 3. They could have ended the conference there. They could have ended the conference at Final Fantasy 7, but they continued with Shenmue 3. I wish they did kind of ended at Shenmue 3, because I looked at Uncharted 4. I'm like, okay, the game looks great, but I'm like, man, like I kind of didn't want to watch, Uncharted 4. You know what I'm saying? But then, and when I got in, and when that happened, man, I just became over obsessed with the series as I was as a child. And let me tell you this, it's not really nostalgia that's really driving me for this game to come out. Of course, this is one of Shima was one of my favorite game series, so of course, nostalgia. There is such some nostalgia there, but it's a simple fact that there's a continuation to a story that I really want to know more of. When it comes to Final Fantasy 7, we play Final Fantasy 7. I'm a big fan. I am I'm a pretty big fan of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite. Is my favorite Final Fantasy. But the simple fact that it's a remake, so basically, I already know what's going to happen in the remake. Is that how it's going to be portrayed? It's going to be its own thing. But but yeah, for story wise, I already know what's going to happen in Final Fantasy 7. Shenmue 3, I do not know nothing about the story. I know some glimpses what may happen, but for the full story of Shenmue 3, I I don't know nothing. Which is why I'm just very excited to see. Now, of course, Shenmue 3 had a great start, and also later on it became very rocky with information. It's crazy how much, when it comes to gamers nowadays and media nowadays, that we are so fast to put something down. You know what I'm saying? Especially the media. The media side has been really been hammering down this game. Of course, it had to take the passionate fans of the Shenmue fans to give out better information, better than media does. You know what I'm saying? Only the media trying to do is trying to get the best headline. So right now, Shenmue 3 versus the media and some skeptics. Of course, I do have my concerns about Shenmue 3. I am very concerned about this series. I'm very concerned about the game. That was the fact we may not get Shenmue 4, because the fact that Shenmue 3 is not the ending of Shenmue. It's a continuation of the story. Now, Yuzuki said he thinking about ending it at. He not sure if he's going to end it off at 4 or 5. Because if he would end it at 3, he said it will feel very rushed, which I don't want him to do that. But I hope that Shenmue 3 does well enough that we can see a 4. We can see we just see the series all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Which I hope that the game does well enough to see a sequel. And I haven't backed Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, but I will be getting the game, and I will, when I do get Shenmue 3, I will be basically supporting a future for Shenmue 4. It's a game series that I hold very close to my heart, just as much as Metal Gear, and I just hope great things for the series, because as I said, it became one of my favorite series that I have played in recent memories. Anyway, guys, I just reached my marquee. Hopefully, I give you guys an insight on my love of Shenmue. Catch you on the next video. Catch you guys later.